Hi everyone, and thank you for watching our video on how to search for an item and how to place a hold on an item at the Margaret E. Heggan Free Public Library of Washington Township. Let's start with a basic search. This will allow us to attempt to find an item with a single phrase. We can do this from a few places, but let's start right from the library homepage, which is hegganlibrary.org. Depending on how you are accessing the site, whether that be from a computer, the library's public access computers, or your smartphone, the site will look a little different. Let's look for the catalog search option, which here is towards the top of the page. If you click in the typable search bar, you can type the title or author you are looking for. I'll put in Stephen King. There is also a drop-down list of libraries, so if you were trying to search and see if an item was owned by a specific library, you could limit your search to that library. On our site, if you don't choose a specific library, it will default to searching just our items here at the Margaret E. Heggan Free Public Library. Additionally, there is a checkbox that you can enable that will limit your search results to only titles that are currently available. And this means that if something is checked out, it will not show up in the results. So if you were looking for a title right this minute and you didn't want to put a hold on it or wait around for it, you could check this box and see what is available right now. Once you've entered what you were trying to search and you're ready to see what's available, you can click the Find It button. This should generate a list as we have been directed to the library's catalog. The list will generate to what the catalog believes are the most relevant titles to the keyword or words you chose for your search. We can see here the first hit is a DVD. So let's look at this item. The catalog gives you a lot of information, so you can see the title, the author, the format, the edition, the publication date, and the UPC. There is a summary, so if you weren't exactly sure what you were looking for, a summary might be useful. Or if you just had the title of something, but there are multiple titles by different authors, the summary might help you narrow down which work you were really looking for. Finally, underneath the summary is the number of available titles, which it says here there's only one. Then we have the owning library, the material type, the item barcode, the call number, and the status. The owning library is the library who owns the title. So let's say you were looking for a title and it was owned by another library. You would either need to put a hold on the title and have them send it to your home library, or physically go to that library and find the item to check out the title. With this specific title, we own it, as it's marked as being at the Margaret E. Heggan Free Public Library. The material type we see again is that it's a DVD. If it were a book, it would say book. The barcode is a unique identifier for library items, and no two library items will have the same barcode, even if they have the same title. The call number is important as it marks the location of an item. So this title's call number is DVD Fic Stephen. From this, you can glean that this item is in the DVD section of the library. It is a fiction DVD, so it won't be with the documentaries or the TV shows, and it will be alphabetized under Stephen. So it is in the DVD section among the fiction DVDs filed under Stephen. Finally, we get to the item's status. Here it simply says DVD, and this means that it is in its home location. If another patron had this item checked out, under status, it would say checked out. If it were on hold in another library, it would say that library's name and holds. So status is where you will see if something is currently available or not. Now that we have gone through conducting a search, we can look at filtering, refining, and sorting our results. On the screen, there is a field that says Search Results. You can scroll along as you see a few different options that you can select through. The first of these is Author, followed by Format, Electronic Format, E-Reader, Publication Date, Audience, Language, Library, and Subject. These are all available for you to refine your search results. Let's say you see the first hit on this search was a DVD and you are really looking for a book. Under Format, I'm going to select Books, and then I will click Include. Now, the list should only include books, and you will also notice that along the list of filters, Format is no longer listed, as you've already narrowed the results by that format. You are able to narrow your results as much or as little as you would like to help best navigate your search. You can also sort them to your liking. Above the first title on the list, and to the right of the screen, there is a Sort By box. If we click here, a drop-down list appears with different options for sorting our results. I'm going to choose Publication Date Descending. So this will sort our books with the newest titles at the top in descending order of publication date. So now, the first results should all be titles published in 2025. Let's say you were interested in seeing the results for all of the libraries in the consortium, and not just the titles here at the Heggan Library. At the top of the page to the left of where your search terms are, you should see a Dropbox list, and it says the name of our library. If you click on it, the list should open up and we can select Search All Libraries. Since you've opened up your search to all libraries, all of your filters and sorting preferences have been reset. So if you were still looking only for books and only for titles to be listed by descending publication date, you'd have to reset that. For now, let's take a look at our results. The first result here, Stephen King, by Harold Bloom, is a 1998 nonfiction title. And you can see here that there are 2 copies in the consortium. The owning libraries are Salem Community College and Woodbury Public Library. The last option as far as refining your search options that I want to show you is next to the library's options. You'll see another Dropbox, and this one currently says All Fields. Well, you can click that and see a drop-down of different options. So here I'm going to select Author, since I wasn't really looking for Bloom's analysis on Stephen King, but rather looking for books by Stephen King. So this is essentially indicating that the keywords of my search are referring to, in this case, the author. With this search, we are now seeing that the by field on the yielded results is Stephen King, and now we can get to placing holds. So let's say I wanted to place a hold on this Pet Sematary Bloodlines DVD. I will click the Place Hold button next to the title. This generates a pop-up where you will be asked to enter your library card and PIN. Once you've done that, you can click Log In. Now you will be asked to select the library you would like to pick the material up at. So I am choosing the Margaret E. Heggan Free Public Library and clicking Place Hold. And on the final screen, you will see the title, and under Action it says Success, which means the hold was successfully placed. Now, if you wanted to check, you should be logged into your account, and if you go all the way to the top of the screen, you can see My Account. Go ahead and click on that. Here, you are brought to your account page with your personal information. If you go over to Holds, you can see the title you just placed a hold on, along with the hold status and the pickup library you selected. I hope this video has been informative for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you still need more clarification or if you have further questions, feel free to give us a call at 856-589-3334, extension 222, or you can send us an email at info@hegganlibrary.org. Thanks again.